thoughts at the conference tournament? Obviously, Corey finishing first, but overall, talk about the performance for the women's and men's program.
Yeah, we have an average day on the men's side and a good day on the women's side. But I guess the positiveness we have to take out of it is, we have some upside when we go to regionals in 2 weeks, and it was a long van ride down to San Bernardino. And you go 8 hours the first day and 3 to 4 hours the second day. You just can't expect them to run at their peak. But a little bit warm for us as well. That Southern California weather got to us a little bit, but I got to hand it to both teams. They did as best as they could, and women ended up getting third, which was what our projections were, and Pomona snuck in front of us. But the highlight of the day was Corey Gilly winning the CC2A championship. I mean, just had a phenomenal day, and she just hung in there, and then she ran the other two runners in front of her down the last 200 meters, and she's the NCAA, or I should say, CC2A champion. So it's phenomenal. Great for our program, great for the women's team, and she deserves it. She worked really hard this season, and we got hopefully a lot of season left.
Yeah, you've seen her throughout the years. Is this by far her best performance?
Yeah, I'd say so. This is definitely one of her highlights. She performed really well last year at the NCAA regional championships to get all region, and she was second place in the steeplechase last track season. But this to run the way she did, I would say this thus far is her her highlight of her career, and she's only a sophomore.
For West regions coming up, will both the women's and men's programs, do they qualify? I know the women are in, but do the men's qualify as well?
Yeah, well, both teams will go. It's an open invite, so anybody can show up in your respective region. So we'll be there with both teams, and looking ahead of us now is we have to prepare for colder weather in Montana, and which we're more conducive to. That's going to work in our favor, and it's a grass course. We've been practicing on grass just about every week, doing some hard workouts on the health sport fields to get prepared for it. So I'm really looking forward to it, and the women's team got bumped up a place, and they're 7th in the region now, and top 6 have to go. So we have some work ahead of us, but I feel real confident for both teams that we'll just do the best we can, and we're well prepared, and hopefully stay away from injuries, stay away from illness between now and then, and just kind of look forward and try to make it to the national championships in Louisville in December.
Montana, you think of cold weather, snow. Is there a point where if it's snowing, you guys are taking to the course, or is there kind of?
Yeah, I think that's going to work in our advantage. It sounds odd because it doesn't snow in Humboldt County, but it's going to, I think, more adversely affect our competition that are in Southern California than it will us here in Northern California. So, I hope we have some tough weather. We've already had a couple races in that tough weather. We went up to Oregon State, and it was just pouring down rain, and it was muddy, and had to bring out the half-inch spikes and just dig deep. But I think we got a strong group. So I hope that hopefully it's adverse conditions, and that might work in our favor. So.
Do you feel like how your squad's performed at the conference tournament that you expect them to do well at regionals in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I do. We always tend to do well when it counts, and not that the conference doesn't count, but really the true meat of the season is an NCAA, the regional championships for NCAAs, because that's the next step that'll get you qualified for nationals. And again, the men had an average day. We have some good room for improvement there, but I think they're gonna be fine. They'll peak when they need to. The women have to use that conference stepping stone to kind of give them a little bit more confidence. They move up a place in the region, and I really think that it's gonna kind of parlay into something nice for them. So we'll just see how it goes in 2 weeks, and just keep doing what we're doing, and that's all we can ask.
Okay.
So.
All right, going into the regionals, does your mindset as a team change in your preparation, or are you guys going to keep doing the same routine you have the whole season?
The same thing. We'll just keep everything as the same routine, and we're not going to change much. We're just going to keep doing the same workouts, but less volume, just to kind of peak them correctly, get their bodies rested, and but everything's going to be done the same.
And where's the regionals at?
It's in Billings, Montana.
Oh, it is? Okay, that's not, they're the nationals in
Yeah, so
Same
Billings,
place.
Montana they're hosting the regional championships, you know, about 2
Yeah.
weeks, and then Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, it's Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah,
So,
that'll be the national championships.
all right, and you mentioned the snow, and I mean, I know you can't create the weather, but is there a way you train here in Humboldt County to kind of prepare yourself for those elements?
You know, well, put it this way. I mean, if it's raining or if it's cold, we still go out and we run. We still do hard workouts. So I think the natural weather conditions here are a little bit more conducive than if we lived in Southern California. So that's going to work to our advantage. I just feel that, you know, the athletes are well prepared and they've worked real hard. So, you know, I think there's really no way to prepare for the snow when you don't live in it, but I think we're in pretty good shape right now. We'll be fine regardless. So I'd rather have the cold than the heat, put it that way. That's probably the best way to put it.